we see rugby as in a really great place right now, particularly after England winning the Six Nations and a great World Cup. And all of that's transcending down into Harlequins. And we're in a very strong position, both on and off the field. We've never been more consistently competitive on the field. And over the last years, we've built a sustainable platform for which to grow and to take to the next stage with our 150th anniversary coming upon us. So we sort of wanted to work with our supporters to say, how can we go on the next journey? How can we go to give ourselves the most competitive edge we possibly can on the field? How can we do more in our community, do more in London, excite people more about the core around rugby in terms of sevens, which is in the Olympics this year, in terms of women's rugby and tag and touch. So we looked to the bond mechanism, and the Harlequins bond will give 5.5% interest over a 5-year period with a minimum investment of about £2,000. So it will work like a normal bond instrument. But the thing that we hope will be different and exciting is we have a thing called a quarters club that we're putting in with the bond, and that was very important for us, that whatever way we went to try and raise money for the next part of our growth was that people could be part of that journey with us and come along with us and be excited about all the good things that Harlequins do. So we have a quarters club as part of the bond so that anyone who invests can get closer to the club, potentially join us on pre-season tours, or with our 150th anniversary, come to events, come to training with the players, and really be excited about the things we're excited about with the club.
Considering that potential investors will most likely be supporters of the club, how concerned are you that the sorts of people dabbling with their money here are people who will be doing it with their heart rather than their head?
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's really, while we think we have a compelling offer, it's very, very important that people look at the invitation document closely, take any financial advice they need to do. So anything that people do in terms of investing into it has proper financial advisor advice before they make any judgments.
How realistic is it that you will raise this £7.5 million by doing this?
We're very excited about it. We see it as a really, the marketplace has shown that they're excited about what we're doing. Yesterday we got off to a great start. We think we've got a compelling offer. We've got an exciting journey ahead of us. Rugby's in good shape. The club's in good shape. So we're very hopeful that we'll have a successful bond offering. But we've only just started.
You have touched on this, but women's rugby set to potentially benefit. Yeah. How?
Well, we've highlighted several areas that we're really keen to invest in the next stage of our growth, and we are a rugby club, so it's really important we engage as many different people as we can in all different variants of our sport. So women's sport's really important facet to that, and again, women's rugby in the sevens will be in the Olympics, but also it's really important to us that we engage as many girls and women in as much sport as possible across the capital and across our communities. And actually, we're quite a well-known global club, and we have 8 affiliate clubs around the world, so we feel it's incumbent on us to drive that enthusiasm and get more girls and women to partake in our sport. And we've seen that with the England women's rugby team playing at the Stoop for quite a few games, and we're gradually building a really good supporter base, and more girls are coming to our camps in the summer, so it's really good to see, really exciting to see.